It is not talking about why someone should buy a property. This is talk about you buy anything because of this 5 reason. 5 reason to buy a product or not to buy. Okay, there are 5 reasons. So that is what I am going to write down here. Money, time, need, urgency and trust. Okay, so this is, we call it as a empty nut. Okay, this is not my formula, this is the maybe universal formula. Maybe you will see from other topic also everybody talking about the empty nut of things. Okay, so there are 5, we told about there are 5 requirements of the buyer. These are the 5 attributes or the qualities how we can get any product, right? The first thing is that money, the second is time, the third is need and urgency and trust. Okay, we told about the requirement of the buyer, the budget is the one important things, right? Likewise here the money is the important things which we will not able to give any client, or we will not able to take it from any client, right? The money, it is always a buyer perception. Now I am coming to buy a property or any product, I will keep certain budget in my mind, right? In a real estate product also you will see a lot of people will come and they will say I want to buy a 1 crore property, or I want to buy a 2 crore property. So it will be a pre-decided in their mind, and you will not able to too much increase it or decrease it, possible increase from their budget what they keeping it. Okay, now the time also very critical, because we are selling a premium product, and if the client is too busy, then we will not able to sell them if they don't have a time. So generally what we will say, the money and time, it is not in your control, which is not in your control of a sale. The other 3 things we call it as a NUT, need, urgency and trust, in your control. So in your control means it's in your salesperson control. So the salesperson can create a need, urgency and trust to sell more to your clients. So any product you would have bought it in this point of time, any product like you buy a mobile or any other things you buy, it is because of how much need that person created. So who will create this need? Who will create the need?
We have to create that.
Okay, you can create a need, but only you create the need? No, not customer. You create the need definitely as a salesperson. But a company, they will put a lot of advertisement and they create the need, right? Your maybe friends, they will create need. Now you going maybe a small car, maybe your wife come and say, no, we need to buy a bigger car, right? So wife creating a need here, right? So anybody can create a need, and there is no limit for the particular need. So when somebody come for your, when I coming related to your apartment, someone coming to buy a 2-bedroom apartment, you can create a need of 3-bedroom. Okay, this all possible when you want to look at it, what is there in your offering. You understand? What you want to offer, that is important. Now sometime what happened, take the example of this property, and we go back example of our old example. The client want to buy a 4-bedroom, right? We match it because 4-bedroom available. Suppose 4-bedroom is not available here. We have only 3-bedroom. What is the requirement of the buyer? It is a 4-bedroom. We don't have a availability of a 4-bedroom. So you already understood his need. Need is 4-bedroom. Now you need to really smartly work, create a need for the 3-bedroom, because your product is only 3-bedroom. How you can do that? That is important.
Yes, we can ask for the client why he need a 4-bed.
Exactly. So you always need to keep in back of your mind what is there for me to sell. That you need to well aware about it. Then you need to aware about it what is the requirement of the buyer. Matching that, the sales happens always, right? So the client, the need you can be again consider as a pain area, or you can say is a pleasure area, right? You understand? So the need, always you need to divide it into a 2 piece. The one piece is that pain and second piece is the pleasure. So how you analyze this? How the need of the client is pain or is a pleasure? Now I just give example of this, okay? Now one client is coming to buy a property from you. Currently he is staying in a 2-bedroom house, and he married, he got a 2 kids, and maybe his elderly parents also with him. Now he want to upgrade into a 3-bedroom. What is his need? Is a need in a pain or is in a pleasure? Is it a pain? Because so what is the advantage is a need in the pain area, the closure will be immediate. You getting my point? If their need or requirement is in the pain side, the buying decision will be quick. Because now he is totally screwed in the 2-bedroom house. He is not able to move because there are 6 people living in a 2-bedroom. It's a pain area for him.
Space is getting consolidated.
Definitely. So he need to move immediately into a bigger house because it is a pain area for him. Right? But again, a client is coming with only husband, wife and 2 kids. Currently staying in a 4-bedroom. And is coming to buy a 4-bedroom with you. So why he coming here? Because of the pleasure. Maybe he liked the theme of the property. Right? Or maybe he understood, okay, his few of the colleagues are bought it, or as he said, the brand. Currently I am not staying in maybe a branded or maybe an old house. So I want to move into a new house. Right? So basically in that point of time, his mind is working in the pleasure side. So closing that client may not be that easy. You can close, definitely. So you need to understand the client who's sitting right in front of you, is it because of the pain or pleasure? Right? We can give examples. I was telling the examples in the past. Somebody got a teeth ache. Right? Or now a person, now I'm a dentist. And I met Pandrish and I'm telling Pandrish, if you do this treatment on your teeth, your smile look beautiful. Right? Who does not like this? So Pandrish say, yeah, but as I will do it. Right? But Pandrish will do immediately? Not necessary. Not necessary. But after 2 days, Pandrish got a pain in the teeth. He will come immediately. Why? Because it's the pain. My need is at this point of time is a pain. The other side is a pleasure. Okay, it increase my lifestyle or increase my look. Aesthetic side of me, it may get improved. But it was not my pain area. But the moment I get a pain, immediately I will visit the same doctor and say, I don't look at the money at that point of time. Right? I don't look at that money at that point of time. Or, give the example, maybe we travel in the flight. Right? They sell you a sandwich. It is maybe 500 rupees. Right? You are very hungry. Will you mind to pay that 500 rupees and get that sandwich? You will not. Because you know my journey is maybe 3-4 hours. I'm not going to get anything. Right? So 500 rupees I don't mind to pay a small veg sandwich inside the flight. But the same way, if you're driving by car, right? You are hungry. Will you pay 500 rupees? Maybe you can pay. But I'm saying generally maybe you pay 50 rupees.
Maybe we can look for the options also.
Exactly. So you are in the road, you are in the land. There you are in the air. You don't have any options. So your pain area, you don't consider the money. So you need to look at it again. This need is very critical, or it's a very important to understand. There are 2 things will be developed from the pain thing. One example I told you. That example is that they will create the urgency. The pain, they will not keep it for a long. The decision making will be very quick. Second thing is, if you are in the pain, you don't mind the price too much. They will not able to negotiate too much, right? So if you really got the client properly in this area, right, whether is come to you right in front of you, if you are able to understand, it is because of his pain or pleasure, the closure will be easy for you. Most of the time we will not able to understand. And you can look at it, all your negotiating client, give me another 20 lakhs discount, 10 lakh rupees discount, because they are not into the pain. They want a deal, something get it, they want to buy it. It is not like, I want to buy. It may be in their pleasure side. Okay. I think so this area you really need to understand, and creating the need. So maybe as a builder, Shobha giving lot of advertisement, they will be creating a need to buy. Now Crystal Meadows we launch, right? We project it as a status anxiety property. We market it as a status anxiety property. Now as somebody comes to you with that kind of a mindset, okay, I want to upgrade myself, 90% of the time you will come for the pleasure side. Pain side, nobody look for the status and anxiety, right? Now as a salesperson, how can you create the need more and more and more and more? He should reach a point that without this product I will not able to go back home. That's your job. If you create that much need in him with the different examples, different your project benefits and features, everything, you create such a beautiful need in his mind, it is called a buying desire, right? So his buying desire, you need to pump in more and more and more. One point of time he will say, boss, give me this product. Without this I cannot live today. Reach that situation, your sale is done. Okay. The next will go to urgency. So the urgency also will move with the two factors. Anybody can say?
Now maybe he's fed up of living in
So fear and greed.
fear that his rented apartment is tired of paying the rent and fulfilling someone else.
So once you create the need, good, if you really create a need with them, and I want to buy a product, I reach I convince about it, the location or budget or the configuration or readiness of the project, everything. Now your job is to create an urgency to buy. Right? The product sold today, it is always better the product you sell tomorrow. So we need to create such urgency with them. That is a basic idea. To use or increase the urgency is the fear and greed. How can you create the fear in real estate product? Okay. In a real estate product, in creating a fear, it is very easy. One is the availability part of it. Second thing is that you can say that the price may get increased, right? Location, okay, but more than that, the price and availability, right? Why availability is so important in a real estate product? Why it is so important?
So limited use.
Okay, each project is unique. There is no project we can duplicate it. Now, simple example, this marker, if I want 1000 marker also, if I call this company, maybe Unilever or whatever it is, they will keep produce and giving to me. But if I say here, I want a Shobha Manhattan Tower, only 560 unit is there. Can I get another 560 unit? It is impossible. Now, our product also comes with a certain unit number, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just giving. This is one apartment number in a Manhattan Towers. This is unique. You can buy maybe 1, 2, 2, 4, or you can buy maybe 1, 2, 4, 4 you can buy. But 1, 2, 3, 4 you cannot buy. It is unique, only one in this entire universe. Right? Entire universe. Forget about Shobha. Shobha Manhattan in this area, whatever Attibale area, unit number 1, 2, 3, 4 is only one. You can buy next side, you can buy that side. So that much urgency you can create it. That much like you can create the importance of that particular unit, right? That is what the advantage of the fear factor of it. The greed factor the same, it is the opposite of the fear factor. Now suppose you guys sold me with this particular unit number 1 2 3 4, maybe that is my fancy number, or maybe my horoscope is matching to this number. Then next moment it is start working for me the greed factor, which I need to get this only. And there are many occasions we see that there are people want that particular apartment number and somebody else is buying and they are not buying anything. They don't even buy anything. Either this or nothing. That is a way there are some clients behave, right? So what has happened there, the salesperson not able to create that much urgency, either using fear or greed to the client. That communication, that message is not happened. That is the reason is miss that opportunity to buy that unit, and he don't even buy anything from this, right? Now the last point here, it is, and this is the most important point, is that the trust factor, right? If you want to create this need and urgency, what do you need to have? You need to have a trust, right? If I don't trust you, I don't believe you. Now if you tell something, now the unit is going away, if you don't trust the client, you are not able to win the heart of the client, you will not able to sell to him, right? Because you don't believe, because he may think it is a sales trick he is using to sell the property and things like that. It will go in that way. So the important factor is that you need to get a trust of the client. So how to generate the trust with them? How to generate a trust with the client?
Good rapport with the client. PR, understand the client.
It is I understand trust, another word is a rapport. But how to create a rapport with the client?
Transparency.
Okay, you can be more transparency with them. Okay, that is important. Because the trust is the main thing. Always you will be getting maximum, like 2 or 3 hours. The 3 hours is too much. 2 hours generally you will be getting the client with you to sell your product. Maximum you will be getting a 2 hours time to sell the product. In that 2 hours, how you can easily generate the trust? How can you generate the trust?
By making him more comfortable and asking him questions, so that maybe it should be not open-ended questions, so that understand his needs, try to solve this issue, be calm, patient, understand what he wants.
Okay, so most of the time the trust, as you know, all are human beings, right? If we talk is for him, then generally we will have the benefit. Now more than you want to sell something, if you try to give that product, okay, it is for his own benefit. In that way he can develop a little bit of trust. Number one. Number two, if you can connect with him, what is there in the current situation. Now I am just giving example. Now Sujesh is saying, or I am telling to Sujesh, Sobin bought this property because of so and so reason, because of his so and so requirement. Sobin bought a property that can be built easy connect with that particular person, right? Or you can any other things, maybe where he work, if we understand, particularly working in this particular company, or as a designation, or where is he stay, or where is he from. He may not be from the Bangalore or different. So you need to ask a lot of personal question, and without hurting his ego or anything like that. Or maybe you can praise him something about it.
Maybe
you understand now, using something which is a premium things. So you can tell him about, okay, you are a premium client because you are using a premium product, something like that. You can develop more trust on him.
talk something which we both can relate to, or which we both can connect to.
Absolutely. So that is a way you can develop the trust. But without trust, this too, like a need and urgency, may not be working well. So this 2 hours, the client who step into the site, from that time onwards, you need to able to be very cordial with him, or maybe taking care, the way you take care of him, the way you welcoming into the property, or what you offer him, or what your discussions are, or maybe you understand his pain area, everything it is important to develop the trust. Then you can slowly take him. He will win your confidence, or if he win your heart, understand things, then you can increase your need and urgency, and the sale will be a smooth sale, right? So what generally happen in this area, the money and time, which is not in your control, okay? So, but you should understand a budget or the time, how much time he's got it and how much money it is there with him, and a need, urgency and trust, which you can create. That is in your control, which you created. Now, if you look at it, your prospect or hot prospect, why we discuss this point is that you need to analyze always. Now, I didn't get a sale today. Okay, I am going to sell a property, maybe Crystal Meadows. One of my client, I am trying to sell it. He didn't buy or he bought it. What are the 5 reasons? Out of this 5 reasons, what I played well, then he bought it. You guys need to be analyze each and every sale.
After every sale.
After sale, or suppose there is a dropout cases are there. Now you are following with one client, right? And that client you are thinking 100% is going to buy. But unfortunately the sale is not happen. Sale is not happen. Immediately you need to analyze what went wrong in this case. Whether I am able to create enough need for him. Was the need enough to buy a product? Right? Now if I don't have a need for today, if I don't have a session to take, this marker is not required for me. It is not my daily using item. Right? Why I am using marker today is only because of I want to take a session today. Otherwise it's not required. So it is the same way each client come to you. Am I able to create a real need for him? Even if it is come for a pleasure, am I able to transfer him into the pain area? Right? Now I'll come to buy a Crystal Meadows. My purpose when I come and meet you, it was for a pleasure purpose. But as a salesperson, smartly, if I am able to take the pleasure, it is into the pain. You can do that. Lot of examples we can see, right? You can, now they can connect with your status. They can connect with your status. They say, sir, see, you are such a millionaire today and you are staying in such a shady apartment. Look at this. So when he came for a pleasure and you are creating something in his pain area, immediately you will take a decision, right? Or the urgency. Now if that client didn't buy, you need to understand, maybe I am not able to create enough urgency to sell him. I explain product very well. I given all the information of the product, but I am not able to create enough urgency for him. That's the reason he didn't buy the product at this point of time. Or the trust factor, right? He is not trusting you. There are a lot of cases we lose because they don't trust you. What they do, they will keep checking with the multiple people, multiple sales people, multiple offers they will keep, because the offer, especially the trust, is directly connected to what you offer, right? The offer can be pricing, the offer can be your product, right? The product is nothing but the availability. If they don't trust you, now even you say, sir, this 1, 2, 3, 4, it is sold out, they don't believe because they don't trust you. This is your offer. And even you say, sir, I cannot give you 1, 2, 3, 4 because 1, 2, 3, 4 is a fancy number, right? It is in a sequence of series. So you don't get this apartment, sir, but I can give you this. If you don't have a trust, you don't believe. He said, no, I want 1, 2, 3, 4 only, because the trust is not there. So your offers, whether it is a price or whether it is apartment, if the trust is not there, it is not going to be work very well, right? So these are the 3 things especially we look into in this point of time. Okay, the requirement of the apartment buyer and the advantage of when you buy an advantage of the apartment, and these are the 5 reasons someone need to buy or not to buy the apartment.